As we mentioned, one of the things we're probably most excited about today is the opportunity to hear from a very unique and special person and his wife. As my dad mentioned, we both got to know OJ and Chanda Brigance over the last couple of years. I remember admiring OJ as a player, special teams player for the Ravens, special teams captain. When I first met him, he was in the chair, and as my dad mentioned, we've been blessed to be a part of his board. And he currently works for the Ravens every day in player personnel and development. He and his wife are amazing people. And as they begin to make their way up here, we would like to introduce them via this video that many of you may have seen. It's almost like a little mini documentary that was done by ESPN. So let's watch this video.
Hello everyone. My name is OJ Brigance, and I am a Raven.
OJ Brigance is the strongest man in the building, and it's a building of a lot of strong men.
Basically, OJ Brigance is the spirit of the Baltimore Ravens. He embodies everything that we are, his strength, his testament, his commitment, and he doesn't have to say a word, it's just his presence.
In 2000, I was the special teams captain on the Ravens team that went to the Super Bowl.
And he is corralled by OJ Brigance.
OJ was our special team guru, basically. There's nothing like playing with an OJ Brigance who runs down and sacrifices his body.
Super Bowl 35 is just about set to go.
I had the opportunity of a lifetime to play in Super Bowl 35. We lined up and kicked off. As I started running, I remember seeing all off the camera flashes. I beat the blocker assigned to block me and made the tackle on the 20-yard line.
Comes near side and is tackled by OJ Brigance.
That tackle sent a message to the Giants and the world that the Ravens had come to play.
And the Ravens are the champions of the world.
In 2007, I was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, more commonly known as ALS.
It was very shocking. It was very, as it would be for anyone with such a devastating diagnosis.
It slowly took away the use of my extremities. First my arms, then my ability to walk, and eventually my ability to talk.
Someone asked me one day, OJ, well, how you doing? Are you making it? And I'm like, no, I'm doing more than making it. I'm living it out to the best of my ability.
They told us someone living with ALS will probably live anywhere from 3 to 5 years. 5 years would be the longest. Well, we're in our 5th year, and we're going past our 5th year.
What makes me get up 3 hours early to come into the office is the simple fact that God has blessed me to live another day. So I better get my hind parts moving. My title now is Senior Advisor to Player Engagement.
Ready for this championship run?
Alrighty now. Yes.
He does so many different things, whether he gives you advice on how to play football, or for me, he helped me apply to get my MBA and get into school.
All right, brother. Love you as always.
It's the personal emails that he gives me, where he just hit you up random just to check on you to see how you're doing. You know, that stuff means the world to me.
When you have somebody like that in your life, man, it helps you to be a better person, better leader. You know, so OJ's like, he's that big brother to me, man.
Get in here, OJ! OJ's been speaking to the team since '08. And he was still able to walk and talk at that time.
Don't be satisfied, don't celebrate too much. We got some more to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And since then, we've had him speak to the team through his equipment. He looks at the screen and he can click the letters he wants to click and form the words and then form his message. Okay, OJ, you got something for us?
Man, you did something very significant today. It is only beginning. Get ready for something great.
He's the same spirit. He has the same heart. He told us, I don't want you guys to look at me different. That's why I still mess with him to this day.
And there's something about you that's always inspired me to be a better man. Happy birthday. I love you a million times, bro. I'm glad to serve.
When you think of a struggle, you think of OJ. And you can't come up with any excuse for not to come to work and try to be the best you can be.
There's days where you don't feel like practicing. There's days where your body doesn't feel good. And then OJ comes up in his wheelchair and he already has a message for you. And the message is, hey, how you doing? Or come talk to me, or how's it going?
He was one of the toughest, strongest warriors to play football in this league. And yet by his attitude, been made great through this weakness. We can refuse to see it if we want. We can put it at arm's length if we choose to, but it's right there for all of us to see, and I know that we've all grown from it.
Regardless of what we go through in life, there is always purpose wrapped within the pain. It all boils down to this. Every triumph and tragedy in my life has served as preparation to stand firm in this moment, to take what many perceive as an unbearable circumstance and impact the lives of others.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome OJ and Chanda Brigance. And I'm going to give the microphone to Chanda in just a minute. And basically, OJ's prepared a speech for us today that he's going to give.
Oh my goodness, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful group of people. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you all so much for having us. I mean, thank you to the Kellys, thank you for all that you all are doing, and thank you all for supporting not only just OJ and I, but the Brigade as well. And all that you all have given to us, the love and yourselves, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you all to the Kellys. And as far as, you know, us being here, again, we're just honored to be here. We're honored that you all will ask us to be here and have us to be here. So I'm not going to be long, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Ready?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I consider it a great honor to speak into your lives and would like to thank Frank, Senator, and the entire Kelly Insurance family for their love and support of our family and the Brigance Brigade. When I first learned that I would have the opportunity to address you all, I was so excited because I believe that nothing I do is by accident, and there is divine providence in my assignments. I have been blessed to enjoy some extraordinary triumphs and extreme challenges in my life. My hope is that each of you would receive nuggets of wisdom from our time together that will give you greater vision for your journey through life for the remainder of 2013 and beyond as you face a changing landscape in the insurance industry. Faith, focus, fortitude. Allow me to repeat that once more. Faith, focus, fortitude. These three words have been instrumental in determining how I was able to remain humble in triumphs and encouraged during adversities. Faith is defined in the Hebrews 11:1 as follows. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Throughout most of my life, I haven't quite fit the mold for other people's expectations. I was an undersized athlete, viewed as an overachiever. I never allowed other people's sight determine God's vision for my life. Let me explain what I mean. Sight is what we are able to see with our physical eyes, our perceived reality, if you will. While vision is what we are able to see in our spirits and dreams beyond our physical reality. People often mistakenly misjudge the abilities of an individual because they limit their evaluation by only evaluating what they see with the physical eye. There are always X factors that can't be measured by human metrics, such as determination, human will, and the heart. When I was a senior at Rice University, I went in to speak to my coach, about playing football professionally. To my surprise, his response was, "OJ, you have had a good college career and should take your degree and enter the business world." Entering the corporate world was by no means a bad option, but I knew that wasn't what my destiny was calling me to. I knew in my heart that I could and would play professionally. His advice only fueled my desire to play even more. Now here each of you sit. You have dedicated your talents and time to the insurance industry. There is impending change on the horizon. There is also much uncertainty as to what this change will mean to you as a group, corporately, and how it will impact you individually. Great opportunities are always disguised as great challenges. There comes a moment in life when we all must realize and utilize the innate, God-given talents to adapt to the external environment to pursue our destiny. Sure, we all would like to have the omniscient ability to see every obstacle coming our way, but that isn't realistic. Having faith allows us to overcome limitations to achieve our very best results, despite the challenges which stand before us. The definition of focus is a concentrated effort or attention on a particular thing. What are each of you believing for in your lives and careers? The Bible says to write the vision and make it plain so that all who see it can run with it. We must envision our end desire in our mind's eye before it will ever become a physical reality. The word think, seeing is believing. However, I humbly submit to you believing is seeing. It is no accident that each of you have come from across the region from varying locations and backgrounds sitting here in the ballroom of the BWI Hilton sharing in this moment. Each of you have been led to this industry and profession because you have been engrafted with unique talents to excel. There are no accidents in destiny. The only thing that can possibly limit this team's success is you. Your ability to focus and successfully execute your role individually will determine the success of the team corporately. I was blessed to play on 2 championship teams during my career, one with the Baltimore Stallions of the CFL and the Ravens of the NFL. Both teams had one thing in common, a group of men willing to execute their roles to the best of their abilities with the primary focus of winning a championship. Extraordinary accomplishments are only achieved when we are able to overcome extraordinary challenges. Lastly, fortitude. This is one of my favorite attributes of them all. Strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with great courage. Friends, I have discovered that you can never know your true strength without being tested by adversity. In 2007, I received a diagnosis that would test my faith, my focus, and my fortitude. After experiencing loss of strength in my right arm, we began a battery of tests which led to a conclusive diagnosis of ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. The report was unbelievably devastating to me and my family. I could possibly be dead within 3 to 5 years. My wife and I broke down and had a good cry, then determined in our hearts that we would not only fight the disease, but we would also help others fight ALS, also through the Brigade. So here we are today, relying on our faith in Jesus Christ that I am healed of the disease, despite what the physical reality says. Focused on living life despite of our current adversities, and encouraging others to do the same. Displaying fortitude that nothing will shake our strength of mind because of our faith in Jesus Christ. We were pleased to celebrate our 6th year of abundant life last May. In school, there is never promotion without testing, and with every promotion there is a higher degree of difficulty to test what you already know. The same application applies to life. With every adversity and trial comes the opportunity to grow stronger and learn from your circumstance. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know each of your individual backgrounds personally. However, I do know that everything you have endured in your lives has brought you to this moment, this opportunity for greatness. Not only in achieving great things for your business, but also in personal and family achievement as well. It will take all of your faith, all of your focus and every bit of your fortitude to make your visions a reality. Faith, focus, fortitude. I leave you with a quote from Ralph Marston. Your situation does not define you. In fact, your situation does not really even limit you. You can transcend any situation with purposeful, focused action. You can choose to change things, to grow, to improve, to create, to prosper, and to live with maximum joy and fulfillment. Don't get caught up in making judgments about whether it is easy or difficult, pleasant or uncomfortable. Just step forward and do what you know is best for your life and your world. You are a living bundle of infinitely flexible energy. Instead of letting your circumstances bring you down, let your possibilities lift you up. Grab the best of those possibilities and inject your authentic passion into them. Create something wonderful again and again. Instead of using your situation as an excuse, use it as a starting point. Connect with the unique beauty and immense value of who you are and rise above any situation. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you all, and to the Kelly family, we love you. Enjoy the remainder of your afternoon.
Thank you.
Wow. We told you it'd be special. I think we'll try to take his speech and put it on YouTube, if it's okay, to our brokers. But I'll talk to Chanda and get the approval one way or the other, if not. But just to share with other brokers who weren't here, because I guarantee you, I'd be thinking, I want my son to see that. I wish my wife could have heard that. I wish my brother could hear that. Oh my God, I need to. So we'll see if we can put that into a format that can be shared if it's appropriate. As my dad mentioned, for the last 2 years we've been on the Brigance Brigade board that just was officially formed and is officially now a 501c3. And Chanda, I was wondering if you could tell us all a little bit about the brigade.
Sure. Well, the Brigance Brigade was founded upon, when OJ and I were diagnosed, when OJ was diagnosed, we began to learn how expensive it is for anyone to live with any type of sickness or disease. I mean, in order to have the equipment, to get the machines, the medication, and everything. Well, first off, OJ and I realized how blessed we are. I mean, God has really blessed us and, blessed us with such good support around us, have blessed us to be able to, get the help that we need. And, all the dots were being connected on that end. But as we stepped out of the picture, we began to look at, we're like, oh my gosh, this is very expensive. It's expensive to, just to get computers, equipment, medication, just to transport, you have to have the special transportation vehicle. All of these things were very, very expensive. And so we said, God, you've blessed us, so please allow us to be a blessing to others through this. We can either look at this glass halfway empty or we can look at this glass halfway full. Okay, God, we're here. This is where you have us. What can we do to help others? What can we do to see that others can get through their everyday, just daily routine? Some of the things that you and I may take for granted, how can we help those who are living with this disease get through their everyday, routine? How can we help their families? How can we direct them in the right direction? Just what is it we can do? And that's when God began to give us the vision of this foundation, the Brigance Brigade. And so, God gave us the vision to, provide a way that we can help those who are living with the disease and their families. And that is, again, one, bring awareness to this nasty disease. And number two, raising the funds and bringing people and such as yourselves together to raise funds so that we can have the funds so that way we can award these families and the other people who are living with this disease. We can reward them with computers such as you see that OJ speaking sitting on, chairs, as you see with OJ sitting in, and then you have just the day-to-day routine pieces of equipment at home as well. So this, encouraged us. We saw what we were facing and going through, and we said, oh my gosh, this is amazing, as far as in the financial part of it.
Thank you. I can tell you that OJ Chanda run an awesome meeting. OJ chairs it. He knows all the Robert's Rules of Orders, keeps us on track, and has more wisdom. Man, he's amazing. But part of the foundation, like Chanda explained, is to help other families dealing with this disease. And it doesn't just affect the individual, it affects the entire family, as you can only imagine. And to put someone in a chair and with a Dynabox computer is about $25,000 to $30,000. The Brigade has made many grants to families struggling who can't afford a chair, who can't afford a box. You need to, in some ways, be trained on the box before you lose all your capabilities. So there's a lot going on in research. I know there's the Fiesta 5K with the Packard Center, which is affiliated with Hopkins, and the Brigance Brigade is a big part of the Fiesta 5K, which goes to research. But one of the true passions of the Brigade is to help those families battling the here and now. And we've put a card on every table. If everyone would pick it up, it's a blue card. Everyone pick it up. And we have a little challenge today. We don't usually do this, but we are today. Kelly and Associates wants to do a match. It says here $5,000. We'll do up to $10,000. We'll match up to $10,000, whatever you and this room give today, what you give today. Okay? So we'll get back to you and let you know. But if everybody in here gives $100, we'll probably have $10,000. Okay? Or 8 or 4 or whatever. Some may be led to give more. But you may want to give a monthly gift. So on the back of the card it says, I want to support the work of the Brigance Brigade Foundation with a pledge of what? To be matched by Kelly up to 5. We'll match it up to 10,000, what we do collectively in here as a group. You can do it via credit card. You can do it via check. And we're going to have a place up at the KMS booth. There's a box that you can stick it in. Also, OJ is going to be available for some photos. And if you want to say hello, he'll be in the Cole Harbor room, which is right across the way. And, he can carry on a brief conversation. I know it takes a lot of energy, but you bring your own camera. So if you have an iPhone or something and you want to get a picture with Chanda and OJ, I know you'll be blessed. Do you have any final comments, or OJ, do you? So.
Absolutely, because OJ he loves to communicate. The last thing I just like to do is I just really would love to invite all of you to visit our website at brigancesbrigade.org. Visit our website, see what we're doing, see what we have done, see our events that are coming up. We stay busy, and just visit the website, and there's a space if you have any questions. There's a space if you also want to sign up for our newsletter as well. So I just want to invite everybody to just be a part of the Brigade, and again, to help encourage you to encourage others in bringing aware to this disease and supporting it and supporting the cure. Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanda. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you all. We're going to take about a 15-minute break before we begin our C's. Again, I'd ask everyone in here to complete the card and give something. Doesn't have to be a big gift, but contribute something, and it all goes to an awesome cause. We appreciate you all. Thank you, OJ. Thank you, Chanda. Thank you, Brigance Brigade. And again, if you want a picture next door, we'll be back here in about 20 minutes to start our CE. You won't want to miss it. I guarantee you. Thank you very much.